Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Friday, April 10th, 2026. Take a look at the charts. This is the weekly chart. We had a sell signal about 7 weeks ago, if I'm counting the bars correctly, below this 430.56 channel bottom, anticipating then 335.93, this rising channel bottom, the sister formation really, a longer-term structure as a 2 to 3 month target. So just inside of 2 months, we've actually tested it. I don't think we've tested it to the very tick. No, we've dropped into the 337 handle. But inside the 1% zone, we could have another green line that precedes the black line. You got the green line above, that is the 1% zone, whereby one could buy this market in the 1% zone. You don't have to do that. It's just that it is an area as much as it is a precise point. And, fund managers often use the 1% against long-term moving averages, long-term channel structures. You're buying into a 1% zone if the market falls toward a long-term support. And then your stop loss is 1% below that. Now, we do have that marked as the red line, 332.57. So, cut to the chase. If we close today, Friday, at 332.57 or lower, we enter another sell signal that is of equal, if not greater proportion than the one that occurred 7 weeks ago below the 430.56 formation. I would expect within 3 to 5 months, probably less than that, 224.16. On the way down, we do have a 322.96. That is a 5/8 downside Fibonacci from that April low against the more recent December high. We've reduced this to just a session containment level. Earlier in the week, we were calling this a range to buy into, but being the last day of the week, I think if we close today at or below 332.57, I see no compelling reason to be long Tesla. If your time horizon, well, any time horizon, whether it's over the next day or two down to 322.96, whether it's over the next 1 to 3 weeks down to 299.29, or whether it's over the next 3 to 5 months or sooner down to 224.16, all of which suggest that you should be short this market. If you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader, you can hold out for 322.96. That actually could be on an intraday basis. But if we close today, Friday, at 332.57 or lower, we should on Monday reach 322.96. By the end of next week, we could certainly test 299.29. And by the end of the third quarter, 224.16. Those would be my targets, and I think those time horizons are realistic if we close today at 332.57. But until all that, this is still bottom-picking territory. This still is an area where we could bottom out not only through the rest of April, but really through the rest of the year potentially. I could see within a couple of months rounding back up into the 430.56 area. I could also see kind of trading inside of this zone into later year potentially. I also could see holding above 335.93, longer-term upward continuation into the 530s perhaps by the end of the year. I don't show that. We only have 8 charts on this newsletter. So that is, if you've been following Tesla for more than just a few weeks, you know there's a 6-year rising channel top in the 530s presently. And I think that that is in play now, having tested essentially 335.93. So we've got the downside covered pretty well. Let's talk upside here.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVDA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
I do have the 356. So I just have it as a minor point. So I'm kind of hunting around here. That's right. We've got this rising speed line, 348.59. I think after the double bottom here, testing the 335.93 long-term support, I do think it's good that we reduce this 356.54 to just a minor point. I do think if we close above 348.59, if I were to zoom in this little area here, that would be above the high of the low that was put out out on Tuesday. And that would also obviously be above yesterday's high, which I actually know it wouldn't, 348.88. But I think you catch the drift. If we happen to close today above 348.59, 369.01 is in reach. That is a steeply descending channel top. So this is a session containment level, and it's a valid channel. It takes into account the lows that started in later March, about 3 weeks of them. 369.01 can contain daily buying pressure. So if you are, and let's break it down into the different time horizons, because some of you are 2 to 3, 3 to 5 day swing traders, and maybe you did buy the market as we were getting very close to testing 335.93 yesterday, Thursday. The 3 to 5 day scenario suggests 369.01. The 2 to 3 week scenario suggests 390.61. When I say suggest, I mean those are our objectives right now. Because of the significance of the 335.93 channel bottom, this market can spring back, and pretty quickly, within a couple of weeks, we can find ourselves in this 390s and descending. 390.12 is a 3/8 Fibonacci. So we have reduced 56.54 to a minor point only in deference to that speed line that we have today at 348.59. If we close back above that speed line, now we closed below it for the first time on Tuesday. If we close back above it, that is a bullish consequence unto itself. And I think, yes, we can ignore 56.54 and anticipate 390.61. By the end of next week is possible. I'm going to say the next 2 or 3 weeks, but within just a few days, 369.01. So let me take us back to, if we close above 348.59, this long-term speed line. Now, we don't have it on all the same chart. It just would look like a big mess. It probably looks like a big mess to you anyway. But if we close above 348.59 or open above 348.59, we can intraday potentially reach 369.01. We've seen that kind of volatility. But 369.01 is an area that if you're long now and you're a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 day swing trader, you can take profits. If you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader and you're long right now, you're waiting for the low 390s. And as I've already said, if you're a position trader who holds a position for several months, it really is 430.56. That becomes a clear-cut objective if over the next couple of weeks we close above 390.61, but we're a long way from that right now. Once more, if we close today at 332.57, it is you're either out of Tesla or you are short Tesla into the third quarter. It's about as simple as that. We put out a couple stock picks this week. One of them was Intel. You might want to check it out. You might want to check out your daily NVDA report, which is now at wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 2-week free trial. If you don't like what you see after 2 weeks, you can bow out at no cost to you whatsoever. You'll also get your daily SPY, daily Triple Q, weekly Apple stock, etc., etc. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's Tesla. You have a great weekend.